Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Bourbon Mountain Productions, the home of custom laser engraved magic. Whether you're looking for personalized tumblers, engraved knives, wallets, or unique decor, Bourbon Mountain Productions has something for everyone.
That's right. Bourbon Mountain is all about bringing your ideas to life with precision and passion. You dream it, they engrave it. It's that simple.
Head over to bourbonmountain.com to browse our lineup of completely customizable products. And if you're listening to this podcast, you know there's exclusive discounts waiting just for you.
So don't wait. Grab yourself something unique. Support a small business. And remember, when you think custom engraving, think Bourbon Mountain Productions.
Thanks to Bourbon Mountain for sponsoring today's episode. Now let's get to it.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's the 44th scene where the games come alive, you know what I mean? Football, basketball, every sport in view. We're breaking down the plays, it's what we do. So grab your snacks and sit tight. We're diving in deep and it's gonna feel right. This is the 44th, the ultimate grind. Sports on display, just keep us in mind. Join the conversation, don't miss out the fun. With the passion for sports, we're second to none.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 44th Parallel Sports Show. Triggs, how we doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, been a long weekend and long couple days getting back to Wednesday, but here we are.
Yes. What's going on, Mama Goody?
Hi, babe. Of course, I just turn around and say, "Hi, babe." Yeah, crazy weekend for some sports.
Oh yeah,
crazy draft. Lots of like crazy shit went on. Like UFC event that was pretty fucking solid.
It was, yeah.
It was good weekend for sports, if that's what you're into. Which is why we're here on Wednesday nights to talk about sports. That's right. Where should we start tonight? Where do you want to start? We have a plethora of areas we could start.
Yeah, let's get the Supercross out of the way first.
Vroom vroom.
Let's do it. So this past weekend we had Pittsburgh Supercross.
Pittsburgh.
For the 250 qualifying.
They play at like Heinz Field or something like that, or whatever it's called.
Yep, it was at Heinz.
Yeah.
So for the 250 qualifying, we had RJ top in the qualifying with the 48.5. Seth Hammaker right behind him with the 49.0. Maximus Volan with the 49.4.
Tom Viel.
With the 59.5. And then for the 450 qualifying, Chase Sexton qualified with a 47.2. Top in qualifying for the 450s, Cooper Webb took second with the 47.7. Malcolm Stewart right behind him with the 47.7 as well. And then Kickstart Kenny was fourth with the 47.9.
All right.
The 250 Heat 1. Seth Hammaker went out there, got the whole shot, never looked back, got it done. Beat Chance Hymas by 3.3 seconds. Nate Thrasher by 4.5. Tom Viel by 14.4.
Damn.
And then in the 250 Heat 2, RJ went out there, got the whole shot, never looked back. Beat Maximus Volan by 2.6. Austin Faulkner by 6.9. And Lance Bush by 18.4. What's going on, Baby Nova? Welcome in.
Hey, what's up, Baby Nova?
As far as the 450s go, Pixar Kenny went out there and got it done in the Heat Race 1.
Nice.
Ended up beating Cooper Webb by 1.7 seconds. And then Dylan Fernandez was third with a 11.9 second gap. And then 450 Heat 2, Justin Cooper got out there and got it done. He ended up beating AP Aaron Plessinger by 3 seconds and Chase Sexton by 9.
Nice.
And then for the 250 main event, Tom Viel
Getting a win.
ended up getting around Nate Thrasher to get the win and reclaim the red plate. He now has a 1-point lead over Seth Hamaker and a 3 or 4 point lead over RJ.
Nice. What's up, Clay Dan?
What's going on, Clay?
Hope all is well.
Hope everyone is having a fantastic night. Happy Wednesday.
Hump day.
So Seth actually he got buried in the start and almost went down. He went in the first lap. He was in 18th. By the time he crossed the finish line, he was in 15th, and he made it all the way back to 5th place. So overall, really good ride.
Yeah, it's really good riding. Yeah.
But when the points are that close, I mean, you gotta be up there.
Yep.
And Tom, I mean, you got to give him his kudos too. He crashed in qualifying, went over his handlebars.
Yeah.
And-
That was
and-
nasty. That was nasty. Landed right on the hump.
And he still went out there and got a win in the main event.
Crazy, I tell you.
So it's coming down to the wire for the East Coast. They got one race left this season.
Yeah.
As far as the 450s go, Cooper Webb said, Chase Sexton, I know you had big hopes and dreams, but I'm going to crush those real quick and go out there, get this whole shot and never look back. Chase did stay close, but just couldn't get the pass. Cooper ended up getting the win. He beat Chase by 1.5 seconds. No one else was even close.
Yeah, see that.
Those two were just on a completely different level. Basically, Chase needed to win in Pittsburgh, Denver, and Salt Lake City, and Cooper needed to take anything else. It's as long as Cooper is first and second in the last two races, or even third, he wins the championship.
All right. So it's pretty much his.
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen, but yeah.
Right. Brudsky, what's up, buddy?
Yep. What's going on, Bresky? So yeah, Tom Viel in the point lead now with 160 points. Seth Hamaker in second with 159. RJ in third with 157. So out of those three riders, it can literally be any of them. Especially because the last race of the season is a showdown. So you got the whole West Coast to worry about as well. That's going to be getting in between all of these guys.
Nice.
The last race of the season for these guys is going to be very, very important.
Right.
Those three are going to be
They're gonna be battling. It's gonna be tough.
pushing it. You can see, honestly, I can see all three of them winning. I think RJ's best shot at winning is if he has a good start and doesn't have to work through as much of a pack. Like, he needs to start top 5 at least.
Yeah.
If he can do that, I think he can make his way up enough to secure the championship. If Seth or Tom start in front of him, though, it's going to be tough. And if RJ starts back further than 5th, I think he's going to override and make some mistakes, and it's going to cost him. But RJ was in a very similar situation to this last year for the West Coast Championship against Levi Kitchen, and he went out there and took second place behind Hayden Deegan to win the West Coast Championship.
Hmm.
So he's been here before. Tom is the defending East Coast champion. Last year in Salt Lake, he did not need a great ride. I think he ended up taking like 9th or 10th, maybe 8th, 9th or 10th, right through there. He can't do that again this year though. If he wants to win the championship again 2 times in a 2 years in a row, he needs to go out there and beat these two. What's going on, Sanders?
Hello. Gotcha.
I think
So-
Seth out of the 3 is the fastest. I think Tom is probably the most consistent, and I think RJ's the wild card here. He's just, I mean, he has the experience.
Right.
and he can get it done.
Gotcha. So we go west next week?
We do. Then as far as the 450,
That's
Cooper Webb
pretty
pretty
much
much-
over, right?
Yep, Cooper Webb pretty much locked it up. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
325 to.
I mean, long as you don't go
313.
down and don't finish a race, don't finish a couple races, right?
Yeah, I mean, he can pretty much take top 4 in both races and he wins.
Yeah.
And I don't see him doing worse than a podium, to be completely honest.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, next week we have Denver. Track map for Denver right here. Nothing too crazy, but looks like a pretty fun track.
Yeah.
They go over the start early.
What's that?
They go over the start early.
Yeah.
Or the finish, I meant.
Yeah. I know as I was looking, I was like, well, that's kind of weird.
Yep, so they go down the start straight, hit one rhythm, and then they're right into the finish line. So I mean, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. There could be some crazy shit going on that little bit. That's tight too there.
Yeah, that makes that start very important because the time is going to tick away real quick.
That could make that interchange right there on the bottom of that track real interesting.
Right
If,
here?
yeah, if people start, you know what I mean? Oh, I guess not, because they won't be coming that way no more, right?
Yeah, no, they just do it the first
yeah.
time, and then once they go
Yeah.
through, they'll come here, and then all the way
Yeah, I
around.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah, this should be a pretty fun track. I think Cole's gonna go out there and win again.
Cole Davies.
Yep,
Like, yeah.
I think Deegan is gonna coast to a top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point he doesn't need to. I mean, the only way Deegan will go out there and win is if he gets a good start and just pulls away from everyone. But if he doesn't do that, if he starts,
He's gonna ride smart and not try to push it.
yeah, if he starts 3rd, 4th, or 5th, he'll just take what the race gives him.
Right.
Because I mean, he literally. I mean, the championship is pretty much over as long as he doesn't go down.
Right.
So
I
yeah, I
can see
think
that.
I could see Cole going out there and potentially getting it done.
The real deal Davies.
I think Deacon is gonna just ride a championship ride.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, should be a fun track. And then as far as 450s go, I mean, that one's pretty much over as well, as long as Cooper stays consistent, doesn't make a
Right.
big mistake. He's good to go. So your 450 champion is most likely going to be Cooper Webb from the Star Racing Yamaha team. Your 250 West champion is going to be from a Star Racing Yamaha team, most likely Hayden Deegan, unless something crazy happens and Cole Davies. But either way, he's a Star racer. And then the East Coast is the only one that's like, whoa, who's gonna get this done?
Right. All right. Heck yeah. Some brooms.
What do you want to get into next?
Let's do some UFC. Let's get into some fighting.
UFC.
Great fight night. It was a great fight night. Heck yeah. UFC fight night. Ian Machado Gary versus Carlos Prates. Oh yeah. Start out the bottom of this main card.
Sounds good.
Ikram versus Andre Munez. That fight was really good, and it's always better when there's a knockout TKO. And that
Absolutely.
Ikram looked fucking great. He looked really good. He was obviously a high betting favorite going into this fight, but he looked fucking solid.
He did, absolutely.
Definitely
it was
solid. Ritual Panda, well, thank you for them check-ins.
Appreciate you, Ritual Trash Panda.
So yeah, that was a really good fight. I mean,
that was a good bounce back from getting
for
knocked
sure.
out by Whitaker.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely looked good. Obviously, a little bit of a step back in competition for him.
But good fight to come back to, regain some of that confidence.
Yep, definitely needed that. That's definitely a confidence builder because it was a dominant performance and he looked really good.
He did. He looked phenomenal.
Yep, definitely.
Then Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby.
Dude, that knockout's going to be in for the knockout of the year at the end of the year. I'll tell you that right now. That was Randy Brown. That was free. Dude, I give it up to Nicholas Dalby, man. He tried to, and I like Dalby. He's a entertaining fighter. He always tries to put on a show for the fans, and he tried to hang in there as long as possible. And them two were swinging.
Oh yeah, they were.
They were doing the whole Max Holloway freaking Justin Gagey thing there. It was brilliant. And then same thing, dude. He caught him and lights out.
Yep, both dropped each other.
Yeah.
But when Randy dropped him, it was done.
It was over. Yeah, it was definitely over. I was like, whoo. Yeah. Randy Brown looked good. I mean, Dalby looked good too. I mean, they both looked good. They both had their moments, but
oh yeah,
Dalby got a little staggered, a little wobbly there, and then I don't think he fully regained completeness, and he was just like, fuck it, we're gonna throw. And they threw down, and he went out on his shield. That's for damn sure. Yeah, it was great.
Yo, Ritual Trash, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hope your wrist feels better soon. Yeah, fuck that bike, like Bresky said. Also, Trash Panda 2205, welcome in.
Hey. Yeah, another really solid.
Got you with Hydrate.
Hydrate.
And then Michelle Pereira versus Abbas Magomedov.
This was probably, it wasn't super entertaining.
It wasn't.
it was kind of a dull fight. Like, I don't know, like Michel Pereira didn't do nothing, like try to kind of crazy kicks. I mean, he did throw a lot of leg kicks, but they were just bullshit scoring kicks, right?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
like nothing special, nothing fancy. I think he tried, fighting safe.
Yeah,
And
it was definitely unlike him.
yeah, and at the end of it, yeah, I mean, he lost. Like, I don't know, like hesitant. Like, I don't know. He didn't look like himself, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, somebody's got to go play with their little peckers.
we go put him up.
Go put up the peckers.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed in Pereira's performance in this one.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, the fights were good except the two middles on these. So the next one, Gig and David, they were like another, bleh. I mean, if this kept on its feet, it'd have been like probably a draw. But with the control and the takedowns that David Anamad did, he was 3 for 3 on takedowns, controlling the ground for a little over six minutes. But it was, again, bit lackluster.
Yeah, kind of a.
Kind of like
Neither guy wanted to take a chance. It was like a safe chess match.
I'm gonna say, yeah, safe chess match. We're just gonna survive this fight, make a little bit of money, and move on to the next. Yeah, that's probably a bit crazy. Their ritual. Moving on. Poor Anthony Smith. Poor Anthony. This freaking Zhang Ming Yang. Holy fuck, bro.
Yeah, that guy put it
You rewatch
on.
fight back or no?
I did not, but
Dude, this dude. I don't know what fucking Anthony Smith, he wasn't, and he couldn't do shit. He was like overwhelmed. I mean, total strikes, Anthony Smith only threw 22.
yeah, that's crazy.
Zhang threw 97 and landed 76 of them bitches. And some of them total strikes were fucking crazy elbows to that dude's fucking dome.
Oh yeah, had him split all open.
Slit that some bit. I'm blood every fucking where. It was freaking great.
Yep.
Like,
Anthony, enjoy your retirement, brother. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, definitely. Somebody in this crowd gave him fucking shit after it, and he was like flipping him off. He was like pissed
I did
off.
see that.
Yeah, he wasn't happy. And then they did do a tribute to Anthony Smith after the fight and did like some highlights for him, which was kind of cool. But he should have probably hung him up a while back. But it is what it
Yeah.
is. Sometimes people wait a little too long.
That's the bad part about the sport, because like these guys go out there and fight for a living, and then the guys who stick around too long, their legacy gets tarnished just a little bit, at least. I mean, I think there's definitely your odd ones, like BJ Penn, for example. He has a horrible record, but everyone looks at him like he's I mean, he's a legend. He's one of the greatest of all time, is what a lot of people say. But I feel like he kind of tarnished his legacy too, because he kept fighting way too long.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. But people better watch out for this Chinaman here. He's fast and he is in your face. To be honest, the way he fought, he had like no respect for Anthony Smith's power, anything. Not worried about getting taken down. No, he was doing his thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great. Hey, what's up, Juicy? Fire.
We did not match on purpose. It just kind of happened like that.
Oh, who's matching? Oh, we are? A
Us,
little
yeah,
bit.
literally from the headphones to the backwards hat to the glasses to the shirt
And the beards. Don't forget the
and
beards.
the beards.
I think we almost match, but my beard's a lot sexier than his. Just saying.
Junior Sanders.
I want to do it with you. But yeah, good fight. I would like to know what's next for Zhang Ming Yang. Definitely. See what
Yeah,
they have in store
absolutely.
for him, because that dude didn't take no damage. He could probably turn around in a few months and throw down again. But let's go to the fight that you've been wanting to talk about, because you called this right, and I definitely called it wrong.
Yep. Ian Machado Gary versus Carlos Prates.
Carlos
Apparently that's how you
Prates,
say
fighting
his
nerd,
last name.
took their first loss in the UFC in 18 fights as a group.
Grenade made no, we don't match on purpose.
Yes, we do. We talked before we did the show, and Goody's like, "Daddy, what are you wearing? Because I want to match you for the show tonight." And I told him, red cutoff, backwards hat, glasses. I told him what headset to go out and buy. Glasses. That's how we roll. Him love him, daddy.
I mean,
Hey, we do get confused as brothers if we
all the
when we're
time, to be
out.
fair.
I'm like, oh, thank you guys for telling me I look so young. Oh, good shit. Yeah, when Goody first moved to Maine, we were sitting in his office and I was just hanging out with him, and somebody come in and was like, "Oh, you guys must be brothers." I'm like, "Yes." Why, yes, we are. Oh, Goody's like, "No, he's my dad," and they're like, "Whoa." So I don't know if they were saying Goody looks old or I look young. I think it's I look young, because if anybody sees Goody, they know he don't look old. That's for damn sure. But anywho, back to this fight. For 4 rounds, Ian Machado Gary was on the gas pedal.
Yes, he was. He did really good mixing it up too. He kept his range.
He tried to rush a shit ton of takedowns, not gonna lie.
Yep.
He got when Carlos would land or get anything going, Ian would try to bum rush for a takedown, which he almost got. Dude, Carlos did a great job defending the takedowns. I mean, he ended
Oh,
up
absolutely.
he ain't got 4 takedowns out of 19 attempts. But I think Carlos fought. I'm not taking anything away from Ian, because I think it was Ian's game plan that had Carlos take that long to figure out what to do. But because in the 5th round, Carlos dominated and almost finished the fucking fight in the 5th.
Yep.
So I mean, if he would have did that and put pressure on earlier, who knows? But Machado's game plan, it worked out. I don't see him being the backup fighter for the Belil
No.
fight, but
I don't either, but I mean,
well,
who
I
knows?
mean, his face is beat to shit, bro.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, Ian went out there and for 4 rounds executed his game plan to perfection. I'm sure he was planning on landing a few more takedowns than he did, but every time Carlos would get something going, he would rush a takedown, throw him off his rhythm, and then
yep, for
get
sure.
back
Yeah,
to range. And
smart game plan. I still don't think anything. I think Ian's. He's calling. He wants the winner of Belil, JDM or whatever. Yeah. And then I think Carlos will be back in that. I think give him another fight. that was his highest, profile fight so far. Now that he's had one, I think he bounces back, and I think he'll be back up the top of that division. We'll see.
Yeah, I think he'll be back as well.
We shall see. But
Ian Gary, he surprises me a little bit because obviously when he first came onto the scene, he was, young kid that grew up watching Conor McGregor, saying I was going to be the next McGregor, blah blah blah.
yeah, he does the weirdo arm swing thing that Conor does. Tries to imitate it a little bit.
He's developing into a full mixed martial artist, utilizing
Absolutely
a little bit of everything.
Definitely agree there.
Like his wrestling isn't great, but it's still a threat.
He's got one of the duties, and he has one of the best ground guys in his corners to work, help him, do his jiu-jitsu and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
And Damian Maya. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's doing what he needs to do to succeed. That's for damn sure.
I don't think he's quite ready. I think he's getting there. But I think if he fights for a title now, I don't see him winning.
I mean, I don't know, because I think the way he just looked, if you run that back with Shavkat, well, who wins that fight? I mean, it's gonna be another close fight, but who wins that one?
Probably Ian.
Yeah, I mean, you could say anybody could say that, right?
Yeah.
Anybody could say that Shavkat didn't fight like himself in that first fight neither, and come out and have a different fight. But I'm with you. I think if they ran it back right now, I think after that fight, I think Ian gained some more confidence, a little more secure in his style. I don't know. I still think, I don't know, for some reason, I think Shavkat is still the future of that division, but I've seen crazier things.
I will say, I think that Shavkat and Ian are both, I think they both beat JDM.
Oh, yeah, so do I. But JDM might shock the world.
It's very true.
I mean, I'll tell you this right now, Belal better be on his grappling game.
Yeah, JDM, he has crisp boxing.
Yes, crisp. And he's got knockout power.
Yeah.
Or at least drop you power to stud you to jump over the TKO. But this is crazy because we have another fight night coming up Saturday night.
We do.
Corey Sandenhagen, Deiveson Figueredo. Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. There's going to be a whopping 16 people at that show. There's some okay fights on here. Some I wouldn't mind seeing, like obviously the opener of that. Jeremy Stevens, Mason Jones.
Yep, coming back to the UFC.
Yeah, after doing some bare knuckle boxing.
Appreciate you, Allie.
So that's going to be a fight I want to see. I definitely want to see Rainer de Ritter versus Bo Nickel.
Yep.
They're I mean, I don't know why they're working we're working Bo Nickel so slowly, but this is definitely his most high profiled. De Ritter's only had he's kind of new to the UFC. Just came in November of 2024. And he's got 2 fights in UFC, and they're both wins by submission. De Ritter's a jiu-jitsu practitioner, and yeah, it's gonna be good because Bo Nickel's gonna want to take him to the ground, and De Ritter's gonna most likely welcome that. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, let's see. Got 2 losses, and they were in title fights, and won because this dude come over from 1. But yeah, and it's not like he beat no names. He submitted Kevin Holland in January, and he submitted Gerald Merchant. in November. So he fought a couple months apart. So yeah,
I think
maybe Bo Nickel gets his first loss here.
I could see that. I think Bo
Uh,
Nickel lost a lot of hype after his last fight as well.
Yeah, so do I. The fight against Paul Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he fought because he come out and his grappling was solid. He had a couple subs, and he had a freaking TKO, and then he freaking sub Corey Brundage in the second, and then the fight with Paul Craig, and I mean, I don't know what the hell was going on. I think he didn't want to take Paul Craig down because Craig will grab a fucking limb and rip it off.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
maybe
don't
that's
know.
why he tried to play it safe and do that. But yeah, so I think we'll see what happens here if he tries to do the same thing. But I think De Ritter's quite a bit better on his feet.
Yeah, I think the Ritter is basically a more polished Paul Craig.
Yeah, way better stand up. Yeah,
The jiu-jitsu is probably not quite as good as Paul Craig's, but the threat is still
right.
huge.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
Yeah, Bo Nickel needs to go out here and dominate to get the hype rolling again if that's what he wants to do. Because he came into the UFC like he was going to be the next big star, and he was fighting like he was going to be the next big star. He came in dominant, taking
I
everyone
mean,
down, throwing them around.
dude, he's talking shit like he could beat fucking
Hamzat
Hamzat
Chimaev.
and all this bullshit. Like, dude, slow your roll. Start fighting some named fighters before you start calling people out.
Now, if you're scared to take Paul Craig down, you're for sure not taking Hamzat down.
I mean, he might try. I mean, that's because Hamzat's freaking just crazy. Hey yo, Bourbon. But
What's
yeah,
going on, Bourbon?
fucking crazy, dude. Dude, Hamzat he's not like, he doesn't show people respect type shit. Like, he's like, no, fuck you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yep.
But
Yeah, but I think if Bo and Hamzat fought right now, Hamzat would mop the floor with Bo Nickel.
I think so too. I would agree with that statement for sure.
We also got Santiago Ponzinibbio versus D-Rod. This should be a pretty good fight. It's a banger. Two older veterans. They
Yeah.
both go out there and throw down.
Yeah. I know. Daniel Rodriguez ain't afraid to stand and bang. That's for sure. Kind of weak performance at the last fight, but he won by split decision after coming back. He did get in the win column after 3 losses in a row. But,
What's going on, Nico's Dragon?
hey.
And then the main event, Corey Sandhagen versus Davison Figueiredo.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good because they'll bang.
Yeah, they will. And
Yeah.
Figueiredo, ever since he went up to bantamweight to 135, he's been looking, really good.
Yeah, I mean, he did lose his last fight against Peter Yan. It was a unanimous decision, but hey, he's never out of anything.
No, not at all. Back and forth with Moreno in 125, won his first 2, I believe, and then lost to Peter
Won his
Yan.
first 3. Yeah, he beat Rob Font, Corey Garbrandt, and Vera. And then lost to Peter Yan. And obviously, Corey's coming off of his last fight's coming off a loss against Nurmagomedov.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I think. It should be a good fight.
yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna be a good fight. I'm excited to watch that. Definitely excited to watch that.
Curious to see how much wrestling Figueiredo tries to use. If he's
Yeah,
going to
me
want to
too.
stand with Corey.
Probably not.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, probably not. Let's see. Let's see here. Do they have the Belil freaking fighting style as a striker? I just went to the next. Oh no, never. Yeah. They have Belil Muhammad striker, Jack Della Maddalena, mixed to martial artist. That shit should say wrestler all day long.
Yeah, absolutely.
One, two, three, four, five, six, five.
That's coming up after this one, right?
Yeah. So of his last freaking since his no contest to Leon, he's had 5 decisions and then the TKO against Sean Brady. This dude has had 27 fights and he's only finished 6 of them.
Yeah.
24-3, 5 TKOs and 1 sub. That's the difference between his grappling and some of the guys he trains with at times, because he doesn't train with them guys full time. You know what I mean? Which he'd probably be way better if he did. I mean, he spent numerous camps with them, and I'm sure he'll probably spend a little bit of time with them at this camp, or have them come in and work with him, or he'll go to them, whatever. I just happen to want to check that out. That's that's another freaking good ass fight card. I just want to see what happens here, so I know what freaking one of my favorite fighters is doing, and that's Islam.
The rumor is he has a fight that's signed already.
Yeah, it's not true. Definitely not true. I just watched a video with an interview with Dana White, and he said they're working on stuff.
Yeah, Dana said if you don't hear directly from us, then it's bullshit. Pretty much, I saw that.
Yeah, but he did say that Hamzat and DDP are officially signed.
Yeah, it's just not when everyone thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so the whole thing about an interim middleweight title and all that stuff is obviously not true.
Which means we don't get to see Islam versus Hamza.
Right? I mean, I did that. I seen that. I'm like, what? That's fucking crazy. I'd be scared. I mean, Islam's a bad son bitch, but you put this, because to me they're almost like the same fucking fighter.
Yeah.
Except I think Islam's stand-up's better.
Yeah, Islam is more crisp with the stand-up.
Yeah,
I think Hamza is more unpredictable with his stand-up.
Yeah, there you go. He's got a unique style
and way too much power.
Yeah. So I'm like, whew. But yeah. Got some nice big fights coming up. Some interesting things in the summer, we hope.
Oh yeah.
We hope it gets announced that John Jones, Tom Aspinall for International Fight Week, but we'll see. So yeah.
I mean, Dana keeps saying that fight's happening.
He does, but until we get an announcement and it's in writing where we can all look at it, I don't buy shit. I don't believe nothing.
Yeah. Then Ilya, apparently he said he's starting fight camp, but no fight for him has been announced.
Yeah, but he could just be stirring shit too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you never know. I just don't get some of these freaking other fighters. Not all of them, but some of them. Like Merab came out in an interview saying that And he didn't say Islam's or anybody's. He didn't say that Islam was ducking Ilya, but he said that the dude vacated to move up. He should get an immediate title fight. And I'm like, if he would have cleaned out the division, absolutely, because they do it for everybody else, right? But there was still unfinished business in that division. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's the only thing holding me back. Because if he cleaned out and fought everybody, even though Diego Lopez lost to Volkanovski, he still never fought him. And technically, that should have been he should have fought him before he even left the division. Plus, the other old dude who's a boring ass fighter but is undefeated also is in the mix.
Yeah,
Mausar. He's in there too. So you had a couple different fights that you could have made and a couple different guys that you should have fought and cleaned up before you did what everybody else does, and that's clean out their fucking division before they try to go get their second belt or get a belt a different, division. But
yeah,
I mean, the dude's not ranked in that fucking division. He hasn't had a fight in that division. How can you, you know what I mean? You don't just jump into a title fight.
You know why he's doing this, right? Who is his biggest idol? Who does he try to take after in almost everything he does?
Conor McGregor.
Who won the title at featherweight and went up and won the lightweight strap with no title defenses?
Yeah, but I mean, I see that, but Ilya don't sell the pay-per-views that Conor sold.
Not
so
even
Dana can't use that. Dana can't jump to that because it doesn't benefit him to do that.
No, not at all. Yeah, Conor McGregor was one of a kind.
Absolutely.
Whether you love him or you hate him, the guy sold tickets.
Yep. That's for damn sure. Everybody paid to see him lose.
Yo, what's going on, Ben, Mater, Bolus? How you guys doing?
Hey. Welcome in. Yeah, we're just talking some UFC. Talk about a couple of card that just fight night card that got over with, and we're talking about a little bit of future stuff. And
did you see what
conversating?
Did you see what Poirier pitched to Dana?
I did not. Maybe I did, but I'll have to hear
it. It would have been. I would have spent $200 on a pay-per-view for this. It was a one-night BMF tournament. Dustin versus Max and Justin versus Dan Hooker.
And the winner of them fight each other for the BMF in the same night?
Yeah.
That would have been fucking dope.
That would have been so badass. Dana was like, love the idea, but no one's sanctioning that. Sorry, bud.
No one's sanctioning that. They can't get tournament style sanctioned anymore.
Guess not.
Probably not, because some doctors like to do medical suspensions for a couple months after fights.
Yeah, and I mean the levels definitely different nowadays.
Oh yeah, them guys they're gonna come out and banging. That's for sure. That'd be sweet.
That would be probably the best-selling pay-per-view of all time.
Right. I know, Bretsky. Same night would be absurd. That'd be freaking great. I would definitely watch that. That'd be awesome. I want to see some 2-on-1s.
Some 2-on-1s like they do in Russia?
Yeah, dude. I want to see like Tom Aspinall against like these two, Corey and Figueiredo. I want to see them two go and try to beat him. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't think that goes well for them.
I don't know. You never know, man.
I mean, you don't.
Bare knuckles are all right, but it's just boxing.
They got bare knuckle MMA now under Jorge Masvidal.
Yes, yeah, yep. They do.
But they don't have any like really big. They had a few big names in it, but that was like when it first came out. They don't have
Did,
anyone really anymore.
did that other fight league kick off yet, or are they still working on it?
The GFL, they're still working on it. The first event got canceled over something,
Ah,
got or postponed.
because I was supposed to have some. I mean, obviously legends, all guys that should be retired and stay retired.
Tony Ferguson. And this is where
Yeah.
Anthony Smith is going to go sign.
Yeah, and Uriah Faber,
Yep.
dude's in his mid-40s. But isn't that the fight league that you said's offering fucking health insurance and all that shit for
Yeah.
the fighters?
Yeah, retirement plans, everything.
That's fucking crazy. What if they have a salary
Yeah, I don't know.
and then they get like a percentage of, like, they get paid a salary and then they get a percentage of, or however that works for however many pay-per-views or how they're going to do it.
I know Rampage has his hand in the cookie jar somewhere. I don't know how
Yeah.
much he has a say, but I know one thing he really fought for was sponsorships. Like they're
Yeah,
allowed to have their
so-
own sponsorships.
Yeah, so they get to get their own sponsorship, keep their own sponsorship money.
Yeah.
Dude, I did hear, so UFC and WWE are owned by the same parent company, right?
Yep.
And the WWE part of their show got picked up by Netflix. So, and I read an article, and obviously you don't know how much of it's true, how much of it's not true. But I did read an article that Netflix will never fucking go for it. And that's why I think Dana White's kind of backpedaling, saying that there'd be too much buffering with Netflix, but he needs to find another provider other than ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Well, Netflix don't do pay-per-views.
Right.
So pretty much it's like a freaking $2 billion freaking TV deal for like Netflix to air like freaking what was it, like 14 fight nights.
Oh
No.
yeah, that's no.
WWE, dude, they freaking all their freaking shit used to pay for WrestleManias, freaking Royal Rumbles, fucking Survivor Series, and all that. That shit's all freaking free with your paid subscription. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's what Peacock.
Yep, that's
But,
what I
like-
was thinking too. Peacock.
But you still want to just go and have somebody give you billions of dollars and still not even put on your best shit. No. You're gonna tell you need $2 fucking billion, plus you need to still be able to. You're still getting your ticket sales and all that shit, but then you still need to freaking just go off and do your own thing with your pay-per-views. Pretty much
Yeah.
tell your freaking TV company fuck off.
And I mean,
We're gonna
imagine
take this somewhere else.
imagine
That's
the
fucking greedy.
viewership too. Like if the UFC goes to Peacock or Netflix, the numbers are gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Well, when I thought they went to Netflix too, and I thought like the WWE would. I thought you'd get a little more Attitude Era, and they are swearing a little bit more and stuff like that, but a lot of they still bleep out some stuff. But being paid, it's not nationally, it's not nationally televised. People are paying for that network, so like, why are they fucking beeping shit out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Put a fucking warning at the fucking. I understand that they tried to turn it into like a family show, but come on, people out there bleeding, they're getting hit with shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, give me a fucking break. So somebody can't drop the F-bomb. Bullshit. I don't fucking believe it. But anyways, I want to see where they go because I was all excited when they were starting talking about like Netflix and moving it because I'm like, hell yeah, dude! With my subscription, my paid subscription, I'll be able to watch some sweet shit, right?
Yep.
No. I get to watch. I mean, some of the fight nights, don't get me wrong, they're fucking bangers, but the days of the pay-per-view are in the past.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, people are going to come up with obviously
ways around it.
They do, yeah. Well, I mean, they've shut down numerous freaking streaming places that you used to be able to watch them on, and now don't work.
Yeah, but I mean,
Not that I would use any of them, but
as soon as they get those shut down, though, there's every 5 they shut down, there's 10 new ones that people can go out there and find.
really got to be good because people I know haven't been able to find any. Just saying. They call me. I'm like, yo, I'm not. I got it on my. No, I'm not gonna. I don't know how. I'm not gonna sit there with my phone and let you watch it. Go buy it like I had to do. Wink, wink. I mean, well, you know what I'm saying.
Yep. Exactly.
Exactly. It's not like I have anybody to stream it for us anymore, right? Yeah. Ready to talk about some NFL draft.
Let's do it. Let's talk about some football.
That was a pretty exciting draft, and most of that talk was about a certain quarterback dropping so flipping far. Bretsky, I mean, what do you think about the draft and how it went down?
Yeah, Bresky, how you feeling about them Steelers?
Why he's thinking wild. I mean, I call bullshit on some of the stuff, but obviously everybody knew Cam Ward was going to go number 1, which he did come off the board number 1. Do what?
Hydrate.
Oh, I can't see that stuff. Was that a hydrate or you hydrate? Oh, that was a hydrate. Juicy. Yeah, but I heard a lot of that was false.
Yeah, I heard a lot of the reason was Dion.
Yeah, well, I heard a lot of it was Dion before the draft started by saying pretty much I think, I'm not going to lie, I think maybe Shedeur kind of went into some of the meetings and kind of did what his father told him to do, like kind of fuck it up a little bit, like. But I did hear quite a few of them reports that where he interviewed were not true. But I mean, hey, the Browns is a shitty organization, but they do got a solid head coach. So yeah, they're gonna let Pickett walk. Who knows what's gonna? They need to just freaking cut ties with fucking Deshaun Watson. Deuces out, bitch, and let them other two freaking figure it out behind Grandpa Flacco for a season. And then the Flacco, I think we'll get into that here in a little bit because I got some stuff we'll go over. But yeah, I don't know. But the Cleveland Browns made a trade out of the number 2 pick. Kenny Pickett ain't gonna start that. What you crazy? You want him to start over there because a rival to your Pittsburgh Steelers. Couldn't cut it in Pittsburgh. You ain't cutting in Cleveland. We got to take our glasses off?
No, I just took mine off.
But the Browns did trade their number 2 overall pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I did not think, I swear to God, I did not think Jacksonville was moving up to get Travis Hunter.
I didn't either. I thought they were going to go Abdul Carter.
I thought they were going to go Abdul Carter. I really did. I mean, Travis Hunter is good. But I think Abdul's could be more of a game changer. You know what I mean? I mean, you got the dual threat whole thing with Travis Hunter, but it's the NFL. They're not gonna. They'll use him 2-way, but it's not gonna be like he was used in Colorado. They'll put him in certain packages on offense, limited. That's it, and they'll start him at cornerback.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, I do know. It's the NFL. They're not gonna pay that dude as much money as they're gonna pay him for going number 2 to take a chance of him getting fucking fucked up. They can say whatever they want to say until you see it in the game. I'm telling you, mark my words. Oh, so you're saying they're gonna start him at wide receiver and then slowly move him to cornerback?
Yeah, what's going on, Trip?
That's I don't know about. I mean, it's a possibility, but we'll see. Teams say a lot of things.
I mean, I will say, no one saw the Saints taking a washed up quarterback and turning him into a running back, tight end, wide receiver, fullback, running back, kick
Right.
return.
So we're not gonna kind of cover every single pick in this draft, but we'll go. So like what do you guys think of Ashton Jeanty going to the frickin' Raiders at number 6? I thought it was a brilliant move.
I mean, yeah, I think that was a great choice there at number 6. I think he's definitely a game changer in that backfield. And Lord knows Brock Bowers needed some help.
So I mean, Barry Sanders had some very, very positive things to say about that young man. So, and Barry we trust. So that means the dude's gonna be a stud, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Bresky, that is not what I heard. I heard Kellen Moore was like, "Yes, sir."
Yeah, did you see Kellen Moore when they drafted that dude? He did not look enthused. You can't say he was tired. Like obviously with the Browns drafted Shedeur, it was like way late, last day type shit, third day, whatever. Yeah, whatever day.
I heard that was all Mickey Loomis.
Yeah. And 40th overall. Like, so let me pull these up while we're on quarterbacks. So these are I only did the 6 quarterbacks I did all the way up to Shedeur. So the first quarterback off the board obviously was Cam Ward. Last season, he went 305 attempts, 454 completions for a 67.2 completion percentage, 39 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 4,313 yards. Not bad. The number 2 quarterback off the board, who got, Giants traded up back in the first round of game, Jackson Dart. 276 attempts, 398 completions, 69.3%, 29 touchdowns, 6 picks, 4,279 yards. Then here comes the Saints quarterback, Tyler Shough. 244 attempts, 389 completion or attempts. Oh, I'm saying that wrong. Let me see here. Before I sound like, let me go here. For 1 second. And it's dark. I just had them reversed. All right. So so he had 244 completions and out of 389 attempts for 62.7%, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 3,195 yards. Then for Jalen Milroe, 205 completions out of 319 attempts, 64.3%, 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 2,844 yards. Then came Dylan Gabriel. I think he was probably one of the most solids of last season. 326 completions out of 447 attempts, 72.9% completion, 30 touchdowns, six picks, 3,857 yards. That's pretty freaking solid. He played for Oregon, so he's got some stiff comp. Then Shedeur Sanders, 353 out of 477 for a 74% completion, 37 touchdowns, 10 picks, 4,134 yards. So how does Jalen Milroe, Tyler Shough, however you pronounce his name?
Shough.
Yeah.
Born.
And even Jackson Dart. How does people can say what they want about, oh, they didn't like his attitude, he had piss poor meetings. This dude has literally zero off-field issues. None. Nothing they can find. Right? Nothing. And you know how many other people's bombed interview? Their draft maybe dropped a little bit, but it did not drop to the 5th fucking round. And you compare tape, there's not a more accurate quarterback in college football than Shedeur Sanders with time. If you had the perfect offensive line and time to throw the ball, there's not an more accurate passer.
I
agree with that, Bretsky. I was pretty. I think they're only thinking they're going to need a year for him to sit. But
and I personally, I don't mind the Jackson Dart pick. I think they went him because I think they felt that Shedeur was more, ready to be drafted and start. I think they plan on having Dart develop behind Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston.
I think that's a lot. That could be a lot of teams' problem, because I think, and then they were, before this draft even started, they were saying Shedeur Sanders is probably the most NFL ready quarterback. But a lot of these people are saying like Shedeur Sanders is like pretty much almost peaked, right? He's not going to learn a lot more. He's not going to learn much more, right? To where his ceilings, he's almost out of his ceilings, to where like Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, they feel they go above to what Shedeur is at now. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it was. I think it was a whole lot of things. Like Shedeur wants to come in, he wants to start now, he's ready to go. He doesn't want to sit on the bench. But I'm not gonna say he got humbled, but I think there was more to it than any of us will ever know or find out about. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like, Sean Payton isn't just going to come out and, give that kid that much praise and talk about the respect that Shedeur has for, people, and just come out and just say that shit to try to get clickbait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it wasn't, I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for Bo Nix, and Bo Nix, I think, proved last year that he's going to be a long-term starter in this freaking league. If they were in a freaking quarterback needy situation, I think the Broncos would have snagged Shedeur just
in a heartbeat. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it was a little messed up the way it happened. And they can say what they want about drafting Shedeur. I don't know. I think there was more behind it than, well, like I said, we'll ever know. But you don't draft a quarterback in the 3rd round and then in the 5th round, especially a high-profile name like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
I mean,
They could-
and as far as the Saints pick goes, like, I don't know. At a certain point, like, you gotta hear the fans crying. I mean, since Drew Brees, we've been dealing with up and down quarterbacks.
You thought for a second, though, you got to admit, you felt for a second with a new field, new arena, new team that Derek Carr might just get it done.
I was hoping. And,
You were optimistic, but I was never optimistic with him.
He's had flashes, but nothing
consistent, though.
consistent.
And what are they going to do? Because most likely that dude's not going to play, at least for a while.
Yeah, but let's talk about that for a second. Did you see what he said at church?
No, I did not.
So he's in Las Vegas right now, and he was at the church LV, and apparently he's like a reverend there or something like that. So he was talking. Let me make sure. 1 second. Let me redo this because I don't think you guys will be able to hear it.
How do I want to hear it?
Yes, I have to say this. I hate that I have to say this, but I have to say this. Yes, I have a shoulder injury, despite what ESPN says, and what some lady on a podcast might think. Okay, I have an MRI report to prove it. The team knows about it. We've been in constant communication. There's nothing wrong. We're figuring it out, and we're going to go forward with that. Is that okay? And I've been dealing with this, and I've been dealing with people lying about me. And I've been dealing with them saying this and that. And I'm like, Lord, why do I have to continue to deal with this nonsense? Like, what is going on? And I say that to preface with, you never know what someone's really going through. And so why do we continually try to attack people? And I would say attack people that are trying to do things maybe the right way. Why do we continually try? Why do we always have to have an opinion? Why do we always, Twitter and Instagram has ruined things for some people? Because now all these people think that they have voices that have to be heard. And so like some people's voices don't need to be heard right now. I just gotta be honest with you. Because not one of our opinions in here matters. Did you know that? The only opinion that matters is that text right there. It is the word of God. And everything must bow at that. And
So, all right, let's break it down.
Yep.
So before this, his brother, David, on a draft coverage show, went on there and talked about, Derek really wants to play. He is going to be ready at the start of the season, blah, blah, blah. He's, it's as a veteran player, we deal with injuries, we deal with things, but when it's time to go, we'll be there. Okay, cool. Then there goes, and yeah, I do have a shoulder injury because obviously it's been speculation. No one's made it official. Mickey was like, "We're not talking about it right now. We'll talk about it more when we know more."
So where did ESPN get that? Because I read the ESPN report that's where that whole thing he might be out for a while come from was ESPN.
Yep. So it started with, it got leaked that Derek let the Saints know, like, hey, I'm dealing with a shoulder injury. It started with, first it was against the Giants. Then it was against the Panthers or another team.
Right.
And then it at one point it dated all the way back from when he was on the Raiders. So a whole lot of what is actually going on.
Right.
And then Derek comes out after David just says, yeah, he's going to play. Yeah, my shoulder, I have a shoulder injury. I have an MRI to prove it.
Okay. Yeah.
So now, okay, so now you're not going to play because you have an MRI that proves your shoulder is not fit to play. Okay,
Well, I mean, he didn't
so
say what he didn't say he was going to play in that clip. He just sat and said he had an
right,
injury.
but and
But
then
I
he
mean,
was
he did. Did
supposed
he? Was it true? I mean, was the articles and stuff true that he did request a trade?
no, and then he was supposed to go back to New Orleans, and he didn't. Um, then after he didn't, he said his wife ended up having a miscarriage. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
That's sad.
That's terrible. But then he goes to and does this, and he's complaining about ESPN and some lady on a podcast,
Right.
and giving all these people his opinion on why they shouldn't have an opinion.
Right. Right. True. Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
and
basically
he's
just doing the same thing, but never mind. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But he's doing the same thing, just in
and
a different, behind a different platform.
yeah, and he's complaining about people talking and blah blah blah, but we're not getting any information. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and the Saints, it's not like we don't want him to play. If he is healthy, sure, go play. We just gave you $35 million
Right.
in
Oh, is this tough?
guaranteed
Yeah.
money.
No, yeah. I agree. Bretsky Derek just needs to retire. Definitely.
So
So I
that's
mean, how did you like your overall Saints draft? Overall,
I gave the Saints a B.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
I like the Calvin Banks Jr. pick. I think they definitely needed help on the O line. Trevor Penning was not the answer. I think Kevin Banks will be an instant starter. That helps the O line a lot. Tyler Shuck, I'm not a huge fan of that pick, but a lot of analysts love that pick.
Well, of course they're gonna
Um,
say that now. But did any of these were any of these analysts talking about this dude before the draft?
there was a handful, yes.
Now the way they were freaking sucking on that dude's balls when he got
Yeah.
fucking drafted.
There was a couple. I've been watching a ton of.
After the fact. Because you were about as bad as me. You stood up and was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, when it happened, I was like, "Yo, I know our chance. Who dat?" But I didn't know we were drafting a quarterback that we were gonna say who dat to.
How can these guys be that? I mean, that hype for. Did you watch his freaking combine? Or pro day or whatever the hell it was? Because it was fucking. Part of that was trash.
Yeah, he had a terrible combine.
But, I mean, they think he's, and he's like 25. He's going to be 26 by the time the league starts.
Yeah, he'll be 26.
But, and like, if Derek Carr plays, and maybe if Derek Carr plays for 2 more years, you got a fucking 28-year-old guy coming in. How long is he going to last?
Well, wait, there's more. Then you also have Spencer Rattler, who is going to be 25, that you drafted last year. And then, wait. Then you got Jake Haener that you drafted 2 years ago. That's going to also be 28 in 2 years. So you have, a quarterback that you drafted the last 3 years. And Jake Haener's never going to be the starter for the Saints. I don't think. Spencer Rattler, he had his shot last year when Derek Carr was hurt. Granted, so was the rest of the whole offense, but he had his chance to shine, and he was well below average.
Yeah, I mean, this last season is 7th year of college. I guess I think it was like 7 years.
Yeah,
was by far his probably best year.
It's the only year he stayed healthy.
That's the thing. Like, you always broken bones, broken this, broken that. But we'll see. I mean, you never know. You might be like, wow, dude, this I didn't see this coming in.
And I mean, that's what I'm hoping for because we need it.
I mean, you need something, but I don't know.
And then I like the round 3 picks. I think Jonas Sanker and Vernon Broughton will be great for the defense. Danny Stutzman to replace Demario Davis when he retires and to get to learn behind Demario Davis. That's going to be awesome. Quincy Riley, pretty good cornerback to get in the 4th round. I think our best pick in the whole draft, aside from Kevin Banks, was Devin Neal. They got him in the 6th round. I think that's a steal in the 6th round. He isn't a super flashy running back, but he's a consistent numbers running back. He in his last 2 seasons in college, he put up 1,200 plus yards and 16 plus touchdowns.
Yeah.
And he's very patient, has great vision, and he plays a lot faster than what the numbers tell you.
Steelers, the new Big Ten.
And then the tight end that they picked up, Matavo, I mean I think he could be okay. I don't know too much about him.
If he makes the team.
if he makes the team. And the defensive end that they got and Diggs, I made different.
Yeah, I think so. Bretsky asked me a little bit ago, like, how did I like the Lions draft? And I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking pissed. Not as much with the 1st round pick, because with Aleem Neal being hurt and gonna miss 6 games to start the season, I was fine with Talik Williams. We are moving to a 3-4 is what I'm hearing. And he's a true nose tackle. And he's, besides coming out of that state below me, he's a fucking stud. Should be a stud. And so I was all right with that. The 2nd round pick that they traded, they traded up a few. I was kind of pissed. And I was pissed because I think our biggest need is fucking edge rusher. And obviously the only one left at that time was Mike Green. And I did not know this at the time because I just looked at stats, so I didn't do a whole lot of off-field looks and shit like that to see about players. So I guess I kind of understand why they didn't go, but that's who I wanted at that spot was Mike Green. They went with Tate Ratledge, which we need a true guard. I don't know which side he's going to start. I'm not sure. I mean, some people think we're going to keep Christian Mahogany. I think he still needs some work, and we'll replace. Oh shit! Whatever. Fuck the other dude's name is. Give me a second. I'm having a brain fart, which I have a lot. Oop, that's not what I want. Where is he at? Oh, so okay, so yeah. Oh, they didn't have this. So yeah, they are gonna do Christian Mahogany. So they actually already put him in there. So yeah, so that basically he's gonna go on the right, slip into the right guard slot. Christian's gonna slide over to the left. But anyways, somebody that come in, start right away. I wanted to, exactly. The SA shit that he had going on, but I was like, man. But I understand why they did it. Our 3rd round pick, I am not mad at all. Definitely not mad at it all. This dude, and I did not I did not do my research at all because I was just I was kind of like, because there were still a couple ends there, but after the fact, when I started doing some research on Isaac Tesla, oh boy, we might just have a fucking stud on our hands. This dude seriously reminds me of fucking Pakua. No shit.
Yep.
He looks that fucking good.
And he is fast.
I was like, wow. Big, 6'4", 215, can move, got great fucking hands. I'm excited. I am definitely excited to watch that dude play. I don't think he's going to be just some special teamer. I think he's going to contribute, and I'm super, super excited. With the next pick, Miles Frazier, we got another offensive lineman, depth. So we have some depth. He's going to slide into the number 2 slot, slide in the rotation. So that's good. And then the rest, I'm not sure if they're going to make the team. Yeah, even though I hope Ahmad from Boise State, the edge rusher we picked up in the 6th round, I hope he makes the team because the Lions did break a record drafting him because I believe he's the first, right? Yeah, him. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. Who's practice squad at least?
Also, yeah, Bresky, I did see what happened with your first round pick. That's super sad.
Wait, what I miss?
The player that the Steelers picked in the first round.
Oh, Derek Harmon.
Yeah, his mom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we were watching.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we were watching? Like that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. So are you excited for Will Howard to run the Steelers offense? Or is it going to be in Mason Rudolph we trust? Or is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? It's going to be Rodgers. Yeah, it's maybe. I mean, I could see it. What do you think of the running back they picked up in the 3rd? He doesn't look bad. I watched some clips. He doesn't look too bad. He's pretty stout. He's a pretty big back, 6'1", 225. Yeah, but you had some big backs there at Pittsburgh that wasn't too fast. You know, one of my favorite running backs was a big dude that used to run the ball for y'all. I like Najee. He wasn't bad, but that's not what I was talking about. Najee Harris, I don't think I think he was a little inconsistent. But for the most, yeah, definitely. But he had flashes of like he could be just an all-time great. But one of my favorite Steelers was obviously Jerome. Right? Run him over, bro. For sure. But yeah. I love the bus. Yeah, I was always a big fan.
So
What's his oh go ahead.
I was trying to see who were the people saying that Tyler Shook was gonna be like they weren't gonna be surprised if he was a first or second round pick. Uh, Todd McShay was one of them. Todd McShay has been saying for a month that he wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in the first round. Him and Jackson Dart are going to be first or second rounders for sure. And then a couple
What
other
did that, what that guy
analysts.
what that guy say about Shador?
I don't know. Sanders. He thought the Browns might select Shadur in the number 2 spot, which he got the team right, just not the pick.
Yeah. The pick was way, way, way later. Big T with the sub.
Appreciate you, Big T. Let's go.
You could do the rump shaker, huh? The thug shaker. Give me the thug shaker, dude. Shake your ass.
Brutsky, what happens with all the players that leave Pittsburgh? Why do they just turn into trash? Fucking AB. The freaking running back from Michigan State. Had a brain fart on his name. The fucking well, you did have a couple turned to shit. The one couldn't keep fucking marijuana out of his fucking system, which I think he would, if it wasn't for fucking weed, I think he would be crazy fucking good. He would have had a fucking solid career. And you know who I'm talking about? Martavius Bryant
Oh yeah.
would have had. That dude was so fucking good, but he couldn't just stop smoking fucking weed. Like,
Rescue, did you see this?
DK on one side, GP on the other, Muth work in the middle, and I might need to throw my hat in the ring. If you're looking for a guy, I might still have a couple throws in me.
that's funny. I would laugh my ass off if fucking Big Ben came out of retirement for a season. That would be fucking great.
43 years old, coming back and being the best option to the Steelers guy. That's bad.
Oh shit. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I mean, I think he did have a big old fucking choke job against the fucking Wolverines, but you know, shit happens. You can't win them all, right? He did take him to a national championship, didn't he?
Yep.
He took him to a natty. These motherfuckers are saying that Tyler will be ready to play for the Saints right away.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that.
Well, now they're saying that after the fucking fact. I mean, you said there was a handful that said, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a handful of people saying that he was going to be the steal of the draft.
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as steal of the draft, but it is the most important position. I was looking at Mom's favorite team, the Denver Broncos, and I'm not mad, dude. I'm not mad. Jahadi Barron is a fucking stud corner. Real solid running back. couple edges. Yeah, they got some players that can play right away. And got another year. Oh, oop. Oh yeah, Jalen Walker freaking dropping to number 15. That was freaking crazy. That was probably the steal of the first round because everybody had him going freaking within the, I think, the top 8 picks. I didn't see him drop in all these mocks that all these people put out there. I don't think I seen him falling past 8.
Yeah, they got Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. in the first round. Crazy.
Wait, what?
The Falcons.
Oh yeah. That's who I wanted. I wanted James Pierce Jr. That's who I wanted. And I'm like, God damn it. And I mean, I wasn't sure if Mason Graham was gonna freaking be drafted. I mean, I didn't have him going that high. But
Did you see what happened with the Falcons defensive coordinator?
oh, I'm sure everybody's seen what his piece of shit did.
Yep.
I mean, did you see the fines
Yeah, 250,000.
for the team and 100,000 for the coordinator?
Yep.
I bet you he's wanting to smack the shit out of his kid.
Oh, guaranteed.
And did you know that wasn't just they pranked like multiple players.
Yeah, that's terrible.
You're just not hearing about some of the other ones because obviously probably they weren't as high profile, but like whatever. People are
He was
like saying, yeah, we got the same kind of call. I'm like, that's fucking shitty.
Yep, he was like,
Obviously.
"Hey, Shooter, it's Mickey Loomis from the New Orleans Saints. How are you doing?"
I think he mumbled like did he say Mickey?
Oh, he for sure said Mickey.
Oh, did he? I thought he mumbled kind of a name with the New Orleans Saints. But it was great. Like, definitely did him dirty. But now that dude, you think he feels bad or you think he's putting it on that he feels bad? Because he said he felt bad right after he did it and he knew it was wrong. I'm thinking, right.
Yeah, I think it was more of a damn, we got caught. Let's feel bad now.
Like, it didn't even really affect Shador neither because he was just like, because they didn't get him like all geeked up type anything. Like, I mean, he was just, and then, you know what I mean? It was all like, I bet, yeah. Well, that was at his house. He supposedly got off his dad's laptop that was at his house open.
Yeah. Here's the video.
Which is, yeah, maybe that's why he got fined.
Coach or anyone from an NFL team.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
Instead, it was these young men seen in this video circulating on social media, impersonating New Orleans Saints general manager Mickey Loomis.
We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
The Atlanta Falcons.
That's fucked.
Terrible.
That's fucked. It's crazy. The shit people do. I'd probably if it wasn't some fucking little rich spoiled ass fucking 20-some-year-old that did it, if it was some poor person who's like don't come from money, I'd probably be a little easier on it. You know what I mean? I'd probably be like, it's somebody like, you know, it's like, fuck these guys, they're gonna go out and make millions of dollars. I'm sitting here eating fucking ramen, ramen noodles and peanut butter and jellies. These motherfuckers are about to be eating all kinds of good. But no, this little freaking silver spoon-fed cocksuckers, doing some bullshit. Fuck that guy. That's all I'm saying. Fuck that guy. That guy's a dick. Doesn't it make you want to just go find something like that and fucking shove their head in the fucking toilet, flush it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tell you. Flipping bullshit, Goody. What do you think of Will
Jeff
Johnson
Hedberg.
dropping to when he
Pissed.
dropped?
I was pretty surprised.
So was I. Like, he dropped to freaking the 47th overall pick, number 15 in the second round.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals got themselves a hell of a cornerback.
They got the steal of the second round. That's for fucking sure. Like, that's fucking crazy. This dude was rated the number 2 cornerback, arguably the number 1, but with the injury little issue bullshit, and he, pulled himself half season. But I kind of would want to, it's crazy. Dude, did you see they put out a pay scale from what Cam Ward is going to make to what Shedeur Sanders is going to make?
I didn't see it.
So Shedeur Sanders is roughly going to be like $4.8 million over the next 4 years. So a little over $1 million a season. Fucking Cam Ward's is over $40 million.
Well, I believe that.
That's fucking crazy. It's like $11 million a year difference.
Yeah,
from
Shedeur
going first round. Yeah, like
Shedeur could have stayed in college and made more.
Yeah, I mean, exactly with an NIL, yeah, for sure. But then he'd be the next, 25-year-old going into the draft.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see his older brother there getting picked up by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, Shiloh. He got drafted. And oops, that's not what I want. My Detroit Lions, I know they signed a couple unrestricted free agents.
Shedeur Sanders is the number 1 selling jersey among the 2025 rookie class. And apart from being number 1, he broke the 5th round record by like miles.
What was that?
For jersey sales. He's the number 1 he has the number 1 selling jersey in the 2025 rookie class. And aside from being number 1 overall, he broke the 5th round pick record for jersey sales by like miles.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, and do you see where people are buying his jerseys from?
Where?
They're not buying them from the NFL.
Yeah, I've seen. I think most of them are probably from Fanatics.
Well, they were buying. Yeah, I wish. No, they're buying them from like wherever their own, wherever they. I don't know if they're got a sponsorship or whatever, but that's Deion put the word. I think Deion put the word out, and a lot of that's what they said. They'll do it. Pull. I mean, obviously, it's the NFL is not going to fucking feel it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
People can say, it sounds. Have you listened, Bretsky? Have you listened to any of these fuckers talk on podcasts? A lot of them don't sound the smartest. But anywho, I hope he proves all of these haters wrong, because all they listen to if you watch the fucking tape. No, that's bullshit. Watch the fucking tape. The dude can play fucking football. Ain't nobody can't take away that the dude can play football. And if you're coaching in the NFL and you can't handle somebody who has a character or whatever that you don't, that don't really fit or whatever, like you can't coach them, give me a fucking break. It doesn't matter. It's not just Colorado State. He did the same. They turned 2 fucking programs around in Deion Sanders' shitty offense with one of the shittiest lines in college football. You don't throw for 70% completions. It doesn't matter. Easy reads or not easy reads. You don't throw.
He had no offensive line though. He got sacked 40-some times.
You don't throw for over 70%. And fucking throw for what, over 4,000 yards,
4,100 yards,
and get sacked that many fucking times, and have that high a completion percentage if you fucking suck at football. Like, it's all bullshit. So now that you're dogging on him, Bretsky, even though I love you, I hope he beats your team 2 times this next coming season. I'm gonna laugh. I think he is 1-2 in this freaking draft. I think this is a weak quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I think this is a very weak quarterback class, from Cam Ward to Shedeur Sanders, because I don't think any of these guys are as good as Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix. I just think this is the draft class that we got. So this is what we're arguing about. This class, I do not think Jackson Dart, Tyler, Jalen Milroe, Dylan, and I think Cam Ward's iffy, questionable. Who's a better quarterback? And I guess time will tell if they all get the same chances.
I also want to point out one thing too that not a lot of people are talking about. Obviously, his father's Deion Sanders, but Deion Sanders has also been his coach through his whole college career. We've never got to see him develop under, I don't want to say an actual coach, but someone that's been coaching for years at a high level.
Right. Well, he's probably had different people along growing up that's kind of doing camps and different shit like that with him. But yeah,
I'm sure.
Overall, he's always had his dad coaching.
So like
Deion's offense is to me is what it is.
A lot of people are arguing, saying that he's at his ceiling and he's not going to be as good as we think.
I've heard that. They've been saying that.
See, I don't think that that's the case, Brisky, and
because that's what other people are saying. We can all agree to disagree and wait and see what happens when he plays, right? I mean, because that's going to be the only answer. We can all sit here and have our opinions, and my opinion is I think he's better than, because do you hear the backpedaling as some of these people have did? They go into this talking about the most quarterback ready or NFL ready quarterback. 2, he's just, I've heard it. Well, I can see this and this and this. Holds on to the ball too long now, which has always been the fucking case. He's like 0.6 seconds holding onto the ball longer than anybody else.
Yep. The biggest thing, Shedeur, out of this draft class as a pocket passer, I think Shedeur is the best quarterback, hands down.
Absolutely.
He has the best timing. He has the most accuracy. When he gets the time behind the line and the play develops,
over 80%.
He's him. When defenses get pressure or the play gets broken up and he has to start scrambling, throwing on the run, that's when the mistakes happen. And I think that will come with time and development. And even like the mistakes that do happen, they're not as big as people are making them out to be now. Right before, they were like, yeah, he makes a little bit of mistakes, but he's gonna be a rookie, blah blah blah. He's he's gonna be one of the most NFL ready quarterbacks, and then he dropped, and now everyone's like, man, he sucks. He's not gonna be as good. He's just not as good as people think. Blah 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 blah. I I don't know. I mean, obviously, we will see what happens, but I think he'll be a really good quarterback in the NFL.
Wish could have seen him play for a big school. Let's see here. I just think with the whole bullshit going on, like people, the backpedaling and all that bullshit. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be as good as freaking as Dion was, but people. I mean, I hope he doesn't. Dion was kind of a diva, and I hope he is not much as a diva, but he's got to have a little bit of obviously that overconfidence in himself.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Geno Smith hasn't had he made a lot of money, and I think he's right there at the mediocre of the quarterbacks. Yeah, I know, I seen that. Oh, he died? He died after falling out of the golf cart. Holy fuck! Did you guys read that?
What happened?
So John Elway and his business partner / former agent were golfing. They were riding in a golf cart, and he fell out of the golf cart and had serious life-threatening injuries, and he fucking died.
John Elway? Or his
No,
partner?
his business partner. How you fucking die falling out of a golf cart?
It's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. That is wild. Like, I didn't think golf carts with that. I wonder if they had a souped up one, owned one, or something like that. I don't know. But I mean, it did say like he wasn't driving all crazy or anything like that.
Yo, what's going on with Dusa?
Thank you for the check-ins. That's not what I want. I don't even want that fucking year. Teams. Maybe. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Where's this? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's why.
Also, Bresky, with the big school thing, I don't think going to a big school is as important as we make it out to be. I mean, there's obviously the handful of quarterbacks that are successful that went to big schools, but there's also a ton of quarterbacks that went to smaller schools that are very successful in the NFL. Like Aaron Rodgers, for example, he went to California University.
He also sat.
I mean,
which probably helped him out a lot and learned. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Hey, I'm just saying, if frickin' Johnny Football can get drafted where the fuck he got drafted, there's no reason Shooter Sanders drops to the 5th. That dude came with baggage. Like a lot of baggage.
Rescue. Let's put that to the test though, right? Let's look at Alabama, one of the most statistically successful college football teams programs in the last 25 years. How many NFL quarterbacks do they have that are like, yo, that's a Hall of Fame quarterback right there.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to see.
Jalen Hurts is probably the most successful recent quarterback that played at Alabama, but he didn't even finish his college career there. He went to Oklahoma. Yo, Juicy with 100 biddies. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Drop them out, but let me see them biddies. Gonna take a long look at those Tego biddies. Throwing a lot, but throwing about 50. Come on, let me gander it in biddies.
I mean, he did play the best defenses that were in his division, right? I mean, he plays in the damn Big 12, or he played in the Big 12. They're not all shitty. Obviously,
I
it's
mean,
not freaking the Big 10
or the SEC.
I mean, the Big 10 and the SEC are. I mean,
the two powerhouses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, I mean, that's if these draft picks work out for the Bengals because their defense was terrible last season.
Yeah. I mean, good luck, my boy. Well, I mean, depending on what the Steelers do at quarterback, they might not be in the conversation, unless A-Rod. But who knows what A-Rod's going to show up if he does?
I mean, Bresky got a little bit better, but the only reason they were really winning is because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase were putting up crazy numbers.
And Higgins was hurt.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be. I'm excited for them. I still don't like the whole with the Lions thing. We're going to run it back type mentality on defense because, hey, everybody, we had all these injuries we were dealing with type shit. So everyone's going to be healthy. We're going to give it a go, but same thing could happen, right?
Yep.
Who?
Hey, Bresky, at least the Lions and the Steelers can make the playoffs. Who dat, baby?
Right. Oh, the Bills signed Elijah Moore to a 1-year deal. Oh, I just read this article. Abdul Carter received a prank call during the NFL draft also.
Oh, really?
Oh, when Jacksonville was on the clock. No Moore will take y'all to the playoffs. No competition in that division.
Hey, I mean, Falcons had a pretty good draft, and the Bucks have a lot of the same team from last season returning.
And we'll get to see what kind of quarterback Penix is, right?
Yep.
All trash. Bryce Young, Mayfield, Penix, all trash.
Hey, Baker had him a season last year.
Last couple seasons.
Yep. All right, Dookie's kind of crazy, my boy. He threw for 71.5% completion percentage and 4,500 yards with 41 TDs and 16 picks. It's not Dookie. The Browns don't ever keep quarterbacks that they draft up.
Well, they don't keep quarterbacks, head coaches, or any GMs or anything.
They just be recycling coaches and quarterbacks.
They're like the Chicago Bears.
Baker was just lucky enough to get out before he was fully cooked.
I am shocked that Baker did not do better when he was there. Unless it had to do with like coaching, front office type shit. Nothing translated to the field or whatever, to game time or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, he had 2 decent seasons, his rookie and his third year.
And he had good players around him.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like he had like just shit. Because when he started, didn't he have the Because when he first started, didn't they have the best offensive lineman in the league?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, I tell you. Dude, somebody tried to tell me in an argument that Penei Sewell was the 4th best lineman in the NFL North, or in the NFC North.
That's wild.
Like, they went by teams, like this guy on the Packers, this guy on the Vikings, this guy on the Bears, and then Penei Sewell. And I was like, dude, I started laughing my ass off. I'm like, y'all are smoking some good shit. Oh, I want some of that. That was fucking crazy talk. Crazy talk. Some people's kids, I tell you. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a long wait now till football. But
yep.
There's the summer part sucks when there's no football. But it is what it is. So no news on Trey Hendrickson yet neither, huh?
I don't think so.
Because doesn't he have one season left on his contract, or he's got one season, right?
Yeah, this is his last season under contract.
Yeah. He's only got a good solid couple years left, maybe 3 years to be where he's still can be elite.
Yeah, he's 30.
Yeah.
Everyone's thinking he's gonna get a $32 million contract
to stay home.
Yep.
Can they afford that? Fuck, after just paying everybody else? What they looking at in cap space?
That will be their cap space.
That will be their cap space.
Yeah.
Lions need to spend money. They left like freaking, I think 40 something, 50 something, 60 something fucking $1 million on the fucking table last season. These motherfuckers need to spend some money. Go buy me a fucking Super Bowl already.
Donate some to the Saints for me.
No. You guys got yourself in an own fucked up situation just like we did. Oh, he's not signed?
Yeah.
I thought he had 1 year left because that's why he requested a trade. One-year deal in 2023.
Yeah, through the 2025 season, though.
Well, what if he didn't? Wouldn't that be 2024 season? He did it at the end of the 2023 season. Let's see. Well, this says no, Trey Hendrickson is not currently a free agent. He signed a 1-year contract extension with the Cincinnati Bengals that extend his contract through the 2025 season. While he had initially requested a trade and the Bengals granted permission for him to explore other teams, negotiations with the Bengals for a long-term new deal are ongoing.
Yeah, you got a 1-year extension. Yeah, so he becomes a free agent next year if they don't extend him.
Yeah, right here. From the 2023 to the 2025 extension, Trey Hendrickson signed the 1-year, $21 million contract. Probably something like that. I don't know how they broke that down because, I mean, I don't know how that's a 1-year deal unless he still had money left after because he signed an extension. It was probably early. So he's probably due to be a free agent at the end of this last season that just got over with. So with this 1-year deal that pushed it to 2025, they probably divvied up how much money he had left for the one season plus this money. So I don't know, maybe right, it was like 15 mil for this per season. I'm not sure how that goes, but let's see. Let's see how much. They probably did. So they're probably letting him ride out. Yeah, so he's expected to make $15.8 million this season. This is part of the 1-year extension he signed in 23. He also received a $5 million signing bonus. So $20.8 million total. No shit, I would take him for a couple of years. Have him and Hutch side to side for a few years. Pay the man a little bit of money. Fuck it, why not? That's what I'm talking about. I would not be mad. I mean, I don't know. So like the let me go here. I don't know why Max Crosby wants to stay in Las Vegas, but I'd love to snag him. Like, I don't know what we offered, but obviously it wasn't close, or you just don't know what it was, but that would have been fucking dope.
He got him tatted on him.
Yeah. So what? I mean, there's a few I would have loved to have. I would, we need a solid another one that's going to get double teamed at times.
Yeah.
Instead of Hutch getting doubled and triple teamed every freaking down. So, yeah. Oh, let's do. Ooh. The Rockets win a game over the Warriors. Trail that series 2-3 now. Some NBA playoffs.
The Cavs destroyed the Heat to sweep them.
Yeah. It was bad.
Game 4, 138-83.
Yeah, it was bad. Pistons snuck out a win, 106-103. But dude, them Knicks are dirty. There's some dirty motherfuckers there, man.
So far, we got the Cavs, the Pacers, and the Celtics moving on.
Yeah, Cavs. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. And then, Celtic. Yeah, Celtics, Cavaliers, Pacers, and then Thunder in the West. They won theirs. So Timberwolves are leading the Lakers 3-1. So, whew. I just need my Pistons to win a couple more games.
Yep.
I know that's fucking crazy. By 55
wild.
points, that's fucking nuts. Fucking 138-83 is fucking ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
That game was over at halftime.
Yeah. They have their times, that's for sure.
At halftime, it was 78-33.
I know, it's crazy.
But they didn't want Butler. They wanted him out.
Clearly. Yeah, I mean. Oh. Yeah.
He's one of the Lakers next year.
Maybe. Who knows? They do shit half-ass all the time. LeBron, is he retiring after this season?
Nope. Like Bresky said, they're gonna get KD. It's gonna be KD, LeBron, and Luca, and they're gonna go win one more ring.
No. Maybe. That's just nonsense. That's nonsense.
I mean, Hey, for a 40-year-old, that boy is balling.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron going until 2030. Is that when his youngest son can come to the NBA? That's crazy. That dude's been playing forever.
"22 seasons."
Yeah, and that freaking the dude, yeah, that's a long freaking time. Comes straight out of high school. LeBron still should have never won Rookie of the Year. I don't remember that far back, to be honest, with basketball, Bretsky. Who should have won it?
Carmelo.
Carmelo? Yeah. I could see that. How old's KD?
37, I think.
So he's pretty old too.
36.
36.
Yeah.
So he had all the hype. I mean, you can't take anything. I mean, yeah, Carmelo. I'd have to. It's like I said, it's been a long time, but like the next Jordan, blah blah blah. I mean, that's people's debate still to this day. But I think the NBA's changed so much, and you can't like. I was talking to Goody. Like, was it easier to score points nowadays, like 2000s era, or was it easier to score points in the 90s? It was way easier. It's way easier to score points now. Everything's a fucking foul if you're a high profile player. That's why at his age he's still putting up 20 something points a game. That's not what I fucking hit.
Yeah, Melo and Bron, their rookie stats are actually they're really, really close. Carmelo averaged 21 points per game. LeBron averaged 20.9. Carmelo had 6.1 rebounds. LeBron had 5.5. Carmelo had 2.8 assists. LeBron had 5.9. Carmelo had 1.2 steals. LeBron had 1.6. Melo had 0.5 blocks a game. LeBron had 0.7.
What was their points?
21 and 20.9.
Melo deserved more. I think it was the assist that came into play, I guess, if you have to look at it. Melo got drafted by the Knicks, didn't he?
The Nuggets.
Oh, the Nuggets. That's right, the Nuggets. Then he went to the Knicks, right? Did he
Yeah.
go to the Knicks? Yeah. Denver
He
Nuggets.
played. He played for the Knicks for a long time.
Yeah.
That's when he brought out Hoodie Melo.
Hoodie Melo.
Yep.
Yeah. Crazy. Wait, what?
You got anything else for tonight?
No, we're pretty much just conversating, trying to touch bases a little bit on everything, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some good conversations. Hope said I'm excited for football. You know, it's a long time away, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I think tonight we're gonna show J-Dub some love. He just hit 800 followers. He's doing a little celebration / giveaway type thing.
Nice. Why not?
So,
Show some. You know, Bretsky still hasn't invited me back to work at his freaking fast food restaurant.
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? It's fucking bullshit. I screw up one time because the managers weren't looking at me, weren't watching and training me properly, and then I don't even get a freaking call back after I freaking finished out strong as hell. Fucking bullshit. Just saying.
Yo, appreciate everyone coming through tonight. It was an absolute blast.
Thanks, Bretsky.
Bresky said you're always welcome. I got to schedule one now too, Bresky, so we'll have to play sometime. But appreciate everyone coming through. Absolute blast tonight. We got to touch on some Supercross, some great UFC talk, and then a lot of NFL talk. NFL season is coming. It's going to feel like forever, but it's right around the corner. So let's go show J-Dub some love. He just hit 800 followers doing a V-Bucks card giveaway / celebration type thing. Let's go show him some love and say what's up. Peace out, guys.
See.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all the real MVPs. Riding with us every night through wins and defeats. From East Coast to West, y'all complete the scene. Cheers to the fans, y'all the link in this team. Hoops and touchdowns, y'all kept us live. From the courts to the fields, kept the chatter in stride. Watched every highlight, every buzzer beat. Tapped in every night, keeping the vibe so sweet. Applause to the fam, ain't nothing but love. Cheers to every viewer, y'all rise above. This 44 show, y'all kept it strong. We'll be back, no doubt, keep rolling along. Applause to the fam, ain't nothing but love. Cheers to every viewer, y'all rise above. This 44 show, y'all kept it strong. We'll be back, no doubt, keep rolling along. Jerseys and cleats, y'all know every stat. Debates and laughs, we tip our hats to the ones riding shotgun through thick and thin. You're with your spirit that lets the games begin.